So this is a pretty common idea amongst people who ascribe to the political left in this country, the economic left in this country, I should say. And that is that we should be banning stock buybacks because stock buybacks are a bad thing. And this is a new idea. We should limit cash on hand to corporations, to a corporation's market cap. So a corporation can only hold so much capital, can only hang on to so much cash, and aren't allowed to engage in stock buybacks. In addition to that, we should tax dividend income as regular taxable income. What's interesting to me on this is that first, it's just a fundamental lack of understanding how things work. Stock is how companies raise money to invest. That's what stocks are for. So if I am Kellogg's or I am GE or I am General Motors and I need to raise money to upgrade a factory, do whatever the case may be, I have a couple of different ways that I can do this. First, I can dip into my cash on hand, which I don't really want to do because I have that money working for me in other places. Second, I can go to a lender. I can borrow that money and pay interest on it to a bank. So one corporation borrows from another corporation. No regular people are making money here. The bank's making a ton of money. Or I could do a stock offering. So then I sell 100,000 shares, 200,000 shares of additional stock. Investors come in, they buy that. By the way, investors aren't just rich people. If you have a 401k plan, your pension plans are probably tied to some kind of stock portfolio. Stock benefits everybody, just FYI. So I go out and I make a stock offering. Now, part of the reason I'm making the stock offering, or part of the reason that people are willing to come and buy my shares is because I pay a reliable dividend, especially if I'm a big blue chip company. So people are buying this as an investment for their future, which is going to supplement their Social Security income. And the second is the opportunity that if I'm making a stock offering, I may do a buyback, which drives up cost. So instead of that money that I need to make an investment in my business going to interest to a bank, actual investors, regular people on the street, can go buy shares of my company and hope for a return on their investment down the road. The problem is that we've been sold this bill of goods that, stock buybacks only benefit wealthy people. The other thing is, I don't understand where this idea comes from. Let's limit cash on hand to corporations' market cap. Let me just show you something real, because we hate profit in this country, and this guy really hates profit. Oil companies took Exxon, BP, Shell, Chevron, and Total, posted a combined record loss of $76 billion in 2020. Big corporations that make profits on a regular basis actually take major losses from time to time. When you have a bad hurricane season, insurance companies can lose a lot of money in that given year. Oil companies can lose money during a economic recession and during an economic contraction. Companies lose money. Cash on hand does two things. First, it allows them to adapt to changing market environments, invest in upgrades, do research and development. It also helps them weather the storm of economic loss so that when bad things happen, instead of just having to lay off or cease operation, they have bridge capital to keep things functioning. And lastly, of course, is dividends. Again, this is a wealthy people. I don't like money. I don't like people who are successful. I don't like people who have assets. Idea of like dividends only benefit the wealthy. Dividend income. So my wife and I, regular blue collar folks who have jobs, are investing in our 401k plan. We buy blue chip dividend paying stocks along with another basket of investments, hoping that when we retire, knowing that Social Security for us is going to be either diminished or non-existent, is hoping that this dividend income will supplement us when we are elderly and unable to work. That is what dividend income does. But when you listen to what politicians say and you buy into all this corporate envy, wealth envy, all the kind of nonsense that these guys promote, then these are the kinds of idiotic ideas that you come up with. These are the kinds of silly things that you'll say because you don't really have a grasp on how this economic system actually functions. You've just been sold on the politics of envy.